Hello.
Hello,
Hey, my friend, how are you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you doing?
I'm fine. So you are a Muslim?
I was a Muslim, but if you remember, I came to your channel multiple times with my people to debate with you.
Oh, you came to debate
Uh,
me before? Okay, what happened? Remind me, please.
Even I built my team and I was training how to debate with you, but after
You
some
you
time,
you got a te you got a team with you to debate me?
yes, I was training them even
Okay.
from Pakistan.
All right. And
So
what happened?
actually, I I take off my the religious glasses, the reality, like praising Allah and honoring Allah, and I say, okay, let's read what he's saying. Is it really true or not? So I watched so many. I was always collecting evidence against you that I can stand with that evidence. But when I read exactly what you're saying, it's bringing me to think about the reality. And in the end, I left Islam. So this is what
Wonderful.
I want to say. First of all, I was trying to call yesterday to say I'm really sorry that many times I was angry with you and I was using bad word.
No,
The
no, you
second
see, I
thing I
don't
want to say
even,
thank you
just to
so
let you
much.
know, my friend, I can call you my brother then. I don't even remember what the conversation you're talking about. As you know, there's thousands of people call me, thousands of people call me names, many
Yeah,
insult me. I don't put hate in my heart. It doesn't make any difference for me. But I'm so happy to hear that you decide to
yeah.
leave Islam today, even though you were so angry from me, because you were able to find the truth. And as the Lord, He says, the truth will set you free. But what about you left Islam now, so did you decide to accept the Messiah as your Lord?
Yes, actually, I was sent into Europe to plant mosque and spread Islam in Europe, and I was chosen for 20, 30, 2030 vision, Islamic vision for Europe, like 40% generation will be Muslim in Europe. So I was chosen for that mission. I was
Chosen
Imam
by who? If
in
you like
Athens.
to share with us, who is the one who chose you to make Europe
Uh,
40% Muslims?
Yes, there is a movement going on, Islamic movement for Europe. So I was chosen from my ministry because I was very active in Pakistan, how to convert Christian people, or because where I lived there was so many Christians, minority even. So, but I was
Hmm.
very active how to convert Christian people to Islam. We was using different way, like okay, offering them money or forcing them, or if not, so threatening them. So this is a different strategy I was using in Pakistan. So I was
Hmm.
one of the leader of that. So this why very passionate for Islam. My ministry in Pakistan, they choose me to send me into Europe, and I was also ready to go there. So I planted two mosques in Athens, Greece, and I started my ministry there. And that time, um, I was training also the Muslim how to convert Christian to Islam. The way and the thing, the way I I read and I study about, and they show us about Christianity is Christian who drink alcohol 24 hour, or Christian who eat pork, which is a ولحم الخنزير وما أهل به لغير الله. So like unclean animal in Islam, or
Hmm.
Christian they can have sex anytime, anywhere,
Hmm.
and this was the reality. I'm sorry to say about Christian people, but this is the reality in our culture, country, because we know that if you are not Muslim in Western country, you are Christian. I never knew that there are so many people who don't believe in it, even in God. So when I came to Europe, uh, like uh, like I was, my eyes was open. What I am here in Christian country, and why we are telling them to become like us, because they are better than us, even because they was honest, they was on time, like, and generous, like, and always my, because I was imam in Athens, but still I was looking a job to work and to pay my rent and tax there, because to renew my visa stuff. So this was a long journey. It took me 5 years that I was experiencing Jesus among Christians' life. I never read Bible my whole life, but the action of the Christian people. I was reading living Bible in their life. So this was surprising me because I go to my bed, my home every night, and after my Isha namaz, salat, I wrote my journal for every day what I did for today. So sometimes the Christian people's action was louder than my prayer, and it was like touching me and beating me in my heart. I said, why they are better than me? Then I left Islam because I left Islam not to become a Christian. I left Islam because I studied Islam and I had no way to follow Islam because I was completely in different way, the way I was raised and extremist. So yeah,
So
so this
now,
was
so now, now I don't know if I should mention your name in Skype. So now you mentioned to me that they taught you that Christians they can have sex anytime, they can do whatever
yeah,
they wish. Is that true?
yeah.
Is that what Christianity teach?
Absolutely not. I'm a follower of Jesus now.
All
I
right.
left Islam,
So now we
but I
know.
left Islam not to
So
become a
now,
Christian.
so now you and me we know that this is absolutely false. They spread
Yeah,
lies about us because a true Christian, actually, the Bible is the only book says clearly, even if you are drunk just for being a drunk, you don't enter heaven.
yeah,
In
exactly.
Islam, it says that Allah He forgave all sin except shirk, which
Yeah,
means being homosexual, you go to heaven. Being drunk, you go to heaven. Drug addict, you go to heaven. Child molester, you go to heaven. It doesn't matter. All what Allah
yeah,
care for is to believe in Allah and Muhammad for sure. The rest is not
yeah,
important. The rest is not in Christianity, no. The Lord, He says, not everyone says to me, Lord, Lord, will enter the kingdom of my Father, but the one who does His will. And what the will? We start from the Ten Commandments. And Muhammad, he broke all the commandment of God. So now you
yeah.
know that what they taught you about Christianity and about the Christians is absolutely false. But now I want to ask you, you said you implemented two mosques in Athens in Greece. Is that correct?
Yes.
Are you working to shut them down?
I am working to keep loving Muslim people, and I have seen thousands of people in even in Europe. They are leaving Islam and they are going back to their country and their nation and tribes. People like Afghanistan, Iran, and Pakistan, and they are
Mhm.
telling their family, and also they are leaving Islam. So this is a joy for me that seeing that so many people who are living like me in the darkness, and that darkness is too dark. It's not just dark, it's that dark is too dark.
Yeah.
So now they are leaving Islam and following Jesus. And I praise God. And as I said, like, believe me, I didn't left Islam to become a Christian. I left Islam because I studied Islam and I was encountered with Jesus. I was going after other religion like Hinduism or Sikhism,
Mhm.
but never ever Christianity, because this is like shirk. Qul huwa Allahu ahad, Allahu samad. How can I? I was praying every day, 5 times a day, and in my each prayer, I recite Surah Ikhlas.
Mhm.
So how is possible? Like 24 years, I was practicing Islam, and practicing that Allah is the one and has no son, and then overnight I say, okay, I believe in Jesus. Never ever, because I don't want to commit shirk. And I was so shocked when I realized the real face of Islam, because I studied 9 years in madrasa, in Islamic school in Pakistan, and it's completely different world than the people they have other education. They study biology, science, or mathematics. But Islamic school, I was studying Sharia law, Quran, and everything what Quran teaches. So it has no connection like a Muslim, and there are two different kind of nominal Muslim and radical Muslim. And I was grown up as a radical Muslim. So there's so many things that I say, like, I left Islam not to become Christian, but I was encountered with Jesus. And even when I was encountered with Jesus, I was so shocked. And I said, and I go back to mosque and I do wudu, and I come back and I start crying and screaming. I said, Allah, show me that in my dream, it was not Jesus, it was Muhammad, you know. And I
Mhm.
know Quran, exactly what Quran teaches. Muhammad is dead and Jesus is coming back. And the Holy Spirit always convinced me, my son is not Muhammad, is Jesus, because I have a light in my heart. I experience light. I feel joy in my heart. The darkness was gone. I was experiencing light and beauty, and this was a big thing for me. And I have learned so many things from you, and this is what I am helping other people with the love of Christ to understand the reality of Islam. My goal is not to tell people to follow Jesus. I cannot force anybody to follow Jesus. Nobody forced me to follow Jesus even,
Right.
but people forced me to follow Islam, you know. But with love, I said, okay, you're practicing 5 times a day. You have to read, what you're practicing. You have a right to ask question why Muhammad married with a 6-year-old girl, why
Correct.
he has sex with a slave. So this is what I learned from Christian country about human rights and the standard of the human. And when I came to Europe, and I was experiencing, I never read Bible my whole life, but I was reading Christian people's life. This was how I read Bible. So, but Bible has so much high standard than Quran. Quran says if you are going to do some sin, and until you commit it, is not any sin, But Bible says even you think about, you know, even you think about, you already
Or even
committed.
even Muhammad, he said, إذا ابتليتم فاستتروا. When you do sin, just hide it.
Yes, yes, yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So
many
there is
things
a
to
there is a
say,
huge
but
difference between what Muhammad, the devil, he say and what Christ he say. But I want to ask you about your team. You said to me that you brought a team to debate me. Do your team now knew that you left Islam and you became a Christian?
yes, they already. I was very badly persecuted from my community, and even I lost my son, I lost my wife, I lost my whole community, and I gone through.
So you are saying your wife, she took your son and she is gone because you became a Christian?
Yes, and she married with my older brother because she wanted to honor the community, and even my parents, the community forced them to demonstrate that he is dead from us. So they make a grave and funeral for me that he's dead from us, and even in the newspaper.
So your family, they
Yeah,
make a fake funeral to
yeah,
demonstrate that you are not exist in their life no more, and they force your
exactly.
wife to marry your brother,
Yes, my older brother. So
your brother from your father.
yeah, my older brother who wasn't married before, but they married him with my older
But
with
don't you
my
think that
ex-wife.
this woman who allow herself to marry another guy brother, he just like I mean the husband, the first husband is gone, and now we sleep with the brother. Don't you think she is demonic too anyway?
Uh, Actually, I don't know. I don't have any contact, but I think this is a devil what he's doing. This is the reality of Islam, and I am so thankful to heard about this, what happened with all things. It's make me joy and praise Jesus that He is the one, who has the right teaching, who's teaching human how to live, how to act, how to love, how to forgive. So again, this is a reality. I am not sad what I lose, but I am so thankful what I have found because my other family, my other siblings, they never went to Islamic school. For
Mhm.
them, Islam is perfect. Muhammad is wama arsalnaka illa rahmatan lil alamin. I said, how he can be rahmatan lil alamin when he's killing people and he's taking their wife as a slave and selling to buy ammunition for them. You know,
Yeah.
so how he can be rahmatan lil alamin?
Which
So
mean
this is
mercy. In case you do not know what he's saying is rahmatan lil alamin mean mercy for mankind, for the whole world
yeah,
actually.
for the
But
whole
Muhammad
world.
obviously have no mercy. He is just a monster. You know, there is a question in the chat. Someone asking you. You mentioned that a Pakistani government they force Christians into convert to Islam. How they do that? He's asking.
Oh, yes. Not the government, actually. is the radical Muslim people. But
Okay.
the madrasa I was studying in Pakistan, they have two different kind of word. Like radical Muslim, they have a completely different Pakistan than the government.
Hmm.
Government has no clue what the Muslim people, radical Muslim teaching, getting teach in madrasas. You know,
Hmm.
for example, I studied is in madrasas, and my family they was thinking that I am studying in madrasa and I'm reciting Quran, and there is a rahmat from Allah all the time, you
Hmm.
know, and I was running away. Even I was abused every night, like other children, physically abused. They had sex with me every night, and also they was teaching how to do jihad, for example, jihad training, because this is the only way in Islam to go to heaven. You know, when I study when after doing hifd and qari, and then I went for my to understand what does really mean what I did. I memorized whole Quran because I did not understand what this mean, because this was not my real language, and I wanted to know what does mean this Quran. And when I saw Prophet Muhammad's life and all his followers' life, and my family and teacher and spiritual Muslims' life, I saw all Muslim people they cry for what? Because of sin. There is no
Hmm.
forgiveness of sin in Islam. There is mostly for kabira sin. If you do sagira sin, is a different definition. If you practice this and that, can be forgiven. But there is no forgiveness for Islam, except there is only one way that your sin can be forgiven: if you go to jihad and kill yourself, you know. And this can bring uh, your whole family even into heaven, you know. And there is huru maksuratun fil qiyam, so they are waiting for you. So even in Islamic, all Islamic school in Pakistan, they train for jihad, and not government was not knowing anything,
But
and
you
I
know,
was part of.
you know, my friend, I have tons of emails in my YouTube right now. I'm showing them in the screen. I don't know if you notice. And all of them, they are complaint from the government of Pakistan. They are watching my channel so closely, and they keep reporting me and taking legal actions against my videos. And I have, if I say maybe 1,000 email from the government of Pakistan complaint to YouTube, I will not be exaggerating. So obviously, the government of Pakistan is no better, and they are partner in prosecute because this is a form of terrorism. You speak against Islam, we try to silence you, and you can imagine if I live in Pakistan, what will happen to me, correct?
Exactly. I'm not saying that. I'm just what I see in Pakistan. For example, in the back door, in back room, religious and political people they work together. They encourage each other. They exchange their card even. You know, okay, you get this if you do that. Definitely, absolutely. This madrasa was not running for just people donation. This madrasa was running for government donation as well. You know, so absolutely, we was encouraged from the madrasa, go and persecute people. You know, if they are not converting to Islam, force them to marry or marry them with these people. You know, offer them where they was getting this money from the government as well. In the
Hmm.
back door, back room, they was all involved because we was encouraged. Nobody will put you in prison because we have a big hand in government, you know. And in Pakistan, it's still same doing that. Every day this happen. For example, if I left Islam, it is my right to decide what I have to believe. Nobody can force me to believe in this shit Allah, for example, or Muhammad, you know, who is a pedophilian, who have sex with this. Even my life is better than Muhammad's life. This is my basic right
Exactly. I
to
mean,
believe.
even the lowest creature, his life is better. He's a better example than anything about Muhammad.
Yeah, I believe that I am better than Muhammad because I never rape any innocent or any girl. Like I'm not a pedophilia, for example. I don't have a slave. You know, my life is better than Muhammad's life. Then this is my basic right. Because I left Islam, I was charged 2 times. Just recently, in July and November this year, I was charged twice, 295 B and C. You know what it means, 295 B and C in Pakistan. If you want to kill someone is blasphemy in Pakistan, and I was charged with this 2 time blasphemy in Pakistan. So still, it will not stop me to praying for Muslim people. It will not stop me to loving Muslim people. They are my brother and sister. I believe that I was victim of Islam for my whole life, and my whole family still, and my people from my country, they are still victim of that cult. So this is my right to help them to understand the reality.
It's your right and your duty. Uh, we are very happy to hear from you about your journey, and I'm glad that you brought a team to debate me, and it's in that you are the first one to leave. And I hope the team who you brought before to debate me, they will decide to debate me. So let us see if we can make more of them to leave. What about you invite them to call Christian Prince if they're there, and let us see what will happen.
Yeah, even my team that I know personal people who was even madrasa's teacher, teaching in seminary in madrasas, they left Islam because your channel and like your other channels like Adam Seeker, they are helping millions of Pakistani, Indian, Afghan, Bangladeshi Muslim people to understand the reality of Islam. So
Mhm.
I praise God for everything what you're doing. The world is in our hand right now. You know, uh, your voice can be reach out millions of people in Pakistan, and because of you, the work you're doing doesn't matter how Muslim people react on you. You know, they are angry on you, but someone is sitting maybe underground and watching and listening very carefully, like me, you know, and saying and making decision. Yes, what he's saying is right. But I just want to say thank you so much for doing that. You know, all the threats, all the bad words will not stop you doing. And my prayer are with you, and you are safe. And please keep doing because world needs you.
Thank you. Well, Adam Seeker, by the way, before I never heard of him before, but once I was speaking to brother Usama Daktok, and he told me I have someone here is visiting me, and he knew you very well. I said,
Uh-huh.
who is that? He said he left Islam because he listened to your videos from Pakistan, and now he have a
Exactly.
channel. Yeah, so I spoke to Adam actually on the phone using the phone of Osama Daktok, and he told me about his experience, how he used to listen to me. So I'm glad there's a lot of people from India and Pakistan who used to be Muslims, and actually him and his family, all of them, they become a Christian now, and he is, as you said, he have his own channel and he's preaching the gospel to people of India and Pakistan. So we are proud of people like you both, and I hope you will make your own channel too, so we can support you and you can bring more people.
Yeah, thank God, God using me and my team, even other ex-Muslim, reaching out to million of Afghan people, Iranian people, because I speak their language, and also Pakistani people. So there are thousands of people every day leaving Islam. You know, so this is what we're doing. So it will not stop us doing.
Well,
You're
I'm
doing a
happy
great
to hear
job.
from
Thank you
you.
so much.
Thank you, brother. God bless you. And we pray that the Lord, if your wife she left you, that you will find a better woman. She will be your spouse,
I have
loving.
a beautiful wife now in Christ.
Are
She
you
gave
are
me
you get married?
yeah,
Oh, okay, that's
yeah.
wonderful.
She loved Jesus and we serve together.
Oh, so I
And
take I
she
take
loved
my
Muslim.
I take my prayer back. Already you
Yeah,
have
please. I
that.
don't need another one. You know.
One is enough. Otherwise, you will go crazy.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, brother. God bless you and bless your
All right.
family.
God bless. Thank you.
All right. Take care. Bye bye. Bye bye. All right. I hope his wife did not hear my last prayer. I would be shot dead in the head. All right. Yeah, how I know? Okay, he's married now. Okay, good. Niklas, why this guy is calling me? Hello? Hello?
Hello,
Hello?
you hear me?
I hear you. You hear
Yeah,
me?
Yeah, yeah, I hear you.
Okay, you are a Christian, right?
No, I'm actually a Muslim
You are a Muslim, so why you have a cross in your Skype?
because I tried to get in contact with you, but the Skype told me you're offline all the time.
No, I actually take calls from Muslims only. I was going to block you.
Ah, okay. Yeah,
So you are a Muslim. What does that mean?
I'm a Muslim from Bosnia.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So what do you think about Islam as long you are a Muslim from
To
Bosnia?
be honest with you, CP,
Mhm.
I don't want any sex slaves in paradise or a endless penis. I don't want a messenger that peace out in the desert where people go. I don't want big boobs. I don't want holy spit, holy shit religion. I don't want satanic verses like when Muhammad was under the black magic.
Mhm.
And much more. I can tell you much more, man. So I left Islam
But
because
why
of
you don't want it? I mean, don't you like to have an endless penis? Don't you think it's a blessing from Allah?
no. For me, if I could choose, I would want to meet my family again in paradise, or maybe I don't know.
I don't know. You know, my friend, I don't agree with you. I prefer to have endless penis. What I would do with my family. At least with my endless penis, I can make a lot of money. I can sign contract with Elon Musk, and we run cable all the way to Mars
Yeah,
using my penis.
but you can't be a messenger of God if you got like sex slaves. You got women dancing
You
for
don't have
you.
to be messenger of God.
You
You can
you
be a messenger
raping
of Shaitan. What the problem? You
you
can be
ra-
messenger of Shaitan. So what? I mean, Shaitan have
yeah, of
messengers too.
shaitan. Yeah.
Okay, so but it's a business. Business is business, my friend. So for me, if you ask me, you should stay as a Muslim.
Actually, I
Don't
got
you
a
like, let us be honest, don't you like to have a woman, her ass is 1 mile? Which one is better? A woman, her ass is like 50 centimeter, or a woman, her ass is 1 mile? Obviously, size does matter.
No, no, for me it's all about love, man. If I love her, it doesn't matter how she is, how she looks, how she.
How you will love a woman, her ass is only 50 centimeter. You will love her more if she is 1 mile.
No, don't have that pervert mind like Muhammad had.
No, don't think about it as a pervert. Think about it for security. Imagine you have an
You
army.
know Muhammad hijab?
Yeah, I know Muhammad Hijab. He have
Yeah,
a big, he have a big ass
the
too.
only thing he's talking about is how he's gonna rape people's wife and children and this and that and
Yeah, but obviously he cannot do it, can he? People who talk about doing things, obviously they don't dare to do it. Otherwise, he would do it. This guy's a potato. Don't worry about him. He is just sucking the boobs of Muslims in Twitter. He don't even
he,
dare to do anything. But anyway, listen.
yeah,
If you have a wife,
yeah,
and she have 1 mile ass,
yeah.
you should think about it in a strategic way. I will tell
Okay.
you why. So let us say we are watching a movie about an army invading your land, and
Yeah.
you are in your castle.
Yes.
And this army is so massive and huge.
Yeah.
Do you know all what you need to do a day before you cook beans to your wife? She will be full of fart and she bend over and then you set a fire in front of her anus and you will burn the whole enemy. All army will be burned and fried. This is called the napalm farting of Islam. So think about it twice, my friend. It's a security matter, not only a sex matter.
No, I'm 100% sure I will never return to. A matter of fact, I didn't have a clue about this. I started to listen on you for about like 3, 4 months,
Uh-huh.
and I haven't even before I started to trust you. I looked up the sources. I
Uh-huh.
read the Quran, the Hadiths, and everything you say is true. And I even asked the imams in the mosque. They telling me don't ask a stupid question because Allah knows the best.
Hmm.
So I can't be a Muslim, bro. I can't. No, it's finished. It's over, man. That's no messenger of God. I think me personally believe in the cave that Muhammad met the devil,
Yeah.
and so the story began. That's
So
what I
like,
believe.
so are you saying to me I am not able to convince you with the big ass?
Absolutely not.
Okay, what about we make it like we shrink it a little bit?
Yeah, I really believe that both for the Jews and Muslims and everyone, Jesus was the chosen one. He came for us. That's just
What made you think about Jesus that he is the one who came to save you? What is
because
the
if I watch other prophets and then I watch Jesus, Jesus was a whole other thing. Never seen. He made good things. He made people see. He made miracles. Oh man, I can say
so you are so are you like did you already you are Christian, or because I'm trying to understand, did you decide to accept Jesus or not yet?
I'm trying to accept Jesus, but I got one question.
Sure.
One second. You know, when Jesus had a cup and he said to God, Father, if it be possible, let this cup pass from me. And in the end, he said, not as I will, but as you will. Okay. But Jesus, he knew his outcome when he came to the world. So why did he say, if it be possible?
Actually, this is a very good question.
Yeah,
Uh, how many, I'm sure you heard before when you were a Muslim, the
yeah,
Muslim, they say that the Christians believe that God committed suicide, correct?
yep.
But this phrase you just mentioned to me prove that this is not true. Because when somebody he want to commit suicide, he will not say, keep this away from me, correct?
Yep.
But what he said, let your will be done. So the Messiah, he is obeying the Father. The Father, he sent the Messiah, not the opposite. It's not the Messiah who sent the Father. The Messiah was sent by the Father. And the Son is obedient to the Father. So the Messiah now, he knew what they will do to him. He knew they will crucify him. He knew even what his disciple will say in the morning of delivering him. Who is going to deny him? What time they will deny him? How many times they will deny them? If you read the Bible, so
But
the
was
Messiah
it
obviously he can see the future so clear.
but
But what
was
the,
it his flesh as human that said if it be possible? I mean, if he knew the outcome, why did he even ask the Father if it be
yeah, this
possible?
is what I'm telling you. I'm trying to explain to you. You see, I believe everything the Messiah he said.
Did he suffer as a
Let me
human?
let me finish for you, my
Yeah,
friend. Let me
sorry.
finish for you.
Yeah.
So you see, I believe everything the Messiah he said, so it later can be used by us to understand his mission.
Yep.
It's not about a statement because uh, whatever the Messiah he said, why even it's written there if this is not right to be written? So obviously what is written there is just to deliver a message for us that the Messiah, he did something.
I really believe that both for the Jews and Muslims and everyone, Jesus was the chosen one. He came for us. That's just
What made you think about Jesus that he is the one who came to save you? What is the
because if I watch other prophets and then I watch Jesus, Jesus was a whole other thing. Never seen. He made good things. He made people see. He made miracles. Oh man, I can say
are you like already you are Christian, or because I'm trying to understand, did you decide to accept Jesus or not yet?
I'm trying to accept Jesus, but I got one question.
Sure.
Uh, One second. You know, when Jesus had a cup and he said to God, Father, if it be possible, let
Uh-huh.
this cup pass from me. Uh, and in the end, he said, not as I will, but as you will. Okay. But Jesus, he knew his outcome when he came to the world. So why did he say, if it be possible?
Actually, this is a very good question.
Yeah,
Uh, how many, I'm sure you heard before when you were a Muslim, The
Yeah.
Muslim, they say that the Christians believe that God committed suicide, correct?
Yep. 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 Yep.
But this phrase you just mentioned to me prove that this is not true. Because when somebody he want to commit suicide, he will not say, keep this away from me, correct?
Yep.
But what he said, let your will be done. So the Messiah, he is obeying the Father. The Father, he sent the Messiah, not the opposite. It's not the Messiah who sent the Father. The Messiah was sent by the Father. And the Son is obedient to the Father. So the Messiah now, he knew what they will do to him. He knew they will crucify him. He knew even what his disciple will say in the morning of delivering him. Who is going to deny him? What time they will deny him? How many times they will deny them? If you read the Bible, so
But
the
was
Messiah
it?
obviously he can see the future so clear.
But
But what
was
the,
it his flesh as human that said if it be possible? I mean, if he knew the outcome, why did he even ask the Father if it be
yeah, this
possible?
is what I'm telling you. I'm trying to explain to you. You see, I believe everything the Messiah he said.
Did he suffer as a
Let me
human?
let me finish for you, my
Yeah,
friend.
sorry,
Let me
sorry.
finish for you.
Yeah.
So you see, I believe everything the Messiah he said, so it later can be used by us to understand his mission.
Yep.
It's not about a statement because uh, whatever the Messiah he said, why even it's written there if this is not right to be written? So obviously what is written there is just to deliver a message for us that the Messiah, he did something. It's not him he wanted to happen, but it is the will of the Father that let us finish it to the end and show how much you love them. But do Jesus like to be on the cross? No. Do Jesus like to be in humility and people spitting at him? No. Do Jesus prefer such a thing to happen? Obviously, no. But let your will be done. And what is the will of the Father? That the whole world will know who is Jesus, and they will know that through the cross. So this is why when he is on the cross, he said, Father, forgive them. They do not know what
What
they
is
are
that?
doing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So in the cross, the complete, this is why Jesus says it's complete. It's complete. Complete what? The knowledge about the Messiah. Who is the Messiah? How real he is. How real is his love. You see, I can make a speech for you about I love you. I care for you. But the second you touch my eye, I start cursing you. Correct?
Yep.
Speeches is cheap. Talk is cheap. But this is the Messiah who was teaching his followers to love their enemy. So imagine the Messiah who teach his followers to love their enemy, and when he's on the cross, he start, oh, I will destroy you, I will kill you. No. On the cross, the Messiah, he kept his promise. He loved his enemy. So let your will be done, and the will of to be done is to know who is the Messiah, so they can glorify you, Father, the same as you glorify me. The same I glorify you, the world will glorify me. So the whole world now will glorify Jesus for his act. And this is what you yourself you said, like you believe the Messiah is wonderful, is
He is.
loving.
He is.
Okay,
It's no question about it, man. It's.
exactly. But how we can confirm that even in the cross,
I am not so good at the Bible, but if you ask me, Jesus is as good as the Father.
for sure he have the same nature. It's the
The love he
divine,
shared,
the
love he
divine
shared
have the
with
nature of
the.
a divine.
Yeah, yeah,
Divine, he act like a divine, he live as a divine, and he practice what divine practice. So the Messiah was always so beautiful, was always so wonderful, was always so loving, was always so giving, and even in the cross. So even the cross was a delivered message for a complete love message. On the cross, he loved the people. He don't hate them. He did not curse them. He said, forgive them, Father. They do not know what they are doing. So we need all of us, we need such a message because many of us, we do things we don't know really what we are doing. And we need someone like Jesus to forgive us because most of us, we act like idiot, we live like idiot, and we die like one.
yep, yep.
So he gave us a chance. He gave us a chance. It's a chance, opportunity to redeem our salvation and to be saved by him.
Yeah.
So do you accept Jesus as your savior?
100%.
And
Yeah.
into that, we are happy for you. I was going to hang up on you, by the way, because I thought you are a Christian, but looked like you wanted to communicate with me. So, do you have any final message to say to people before we
Yeah, I
finish?
got a final message. Stay away from Islam.
I'm into that. And what do you have a message to the people of Bosnia, as long you are from there?
I wish them I wish they could heard your voice and your teachings.
All right. Well, feel free to invite them and share my videos, and maybe you can add subtitle from your side.
I will do, my friend.
All right. Take care. God bless
Okay,
you.
brother. God bless you.
And
Peace.
feel free to invite anyone from your country to call me if they want to debate with me or argue.
I will.
All right. Take care.
God bless. Bye.
Bye bye. All right. You see, you know, uh, all right. Abdul. Let us see this one. Okay.